Hey everybody, this is New Mexico Citizen. This video is a documentation of my visit to the Taos Administration Complex on January 20th, 2022. I had placed a public record request on January 4th, 2022, and they replied by they fulfilled it by January 19th. And I went down to get those records, and they told me that it would be $77.50 for a phone call to dispatch, a police report, and a personnel file. So I told them that I wanted to make my own copies, and they told me that I wasn't allowed to do that, which I obviously am through the New Mexico IPRA. I went down to challenge it, and they ended up calling the cops on me, so here's that interaction.
I gotta go speak with the clerk and the administrator of the legal department. Okay.
You can go right down here to the right, and then are you going upstairs?
Yes, I am actually. I think it's Shannon Bremley.
Okay, that's.
I have to speak with her, so I'll go up there and
You
talk
don't
to
need a
her.
pass for this, but when you're done, just walk that off.
Okay, I just put it like right here.
Yeah, you can hold it.
So, just as long as I have it. Appreciate it. Thank you.
How are you?
Hello. So I was wondering, were you able to?
You're fine.
Yes, yes.
You can come in if you'd like.
Oh, okay. I didn't want to come too close to you. If
Yeah,
you
I
didn't want me
haven't actually had a chance to pull that policy up.
to.
But I
Okay.
do have your email, so as soon as I am able to get that information, I will send it over to you.
And when do you think that would be? Like, I mean, it should be pretty
Hopefully
readily
by,
available.
I would say by close of business tomorrow.
To find the policy?
Well, because it's
I mean,
like
okay.
not the only thing that I have on my desk.
Oh yeah, I
that
got
needs to
you.
be
I'm
done.
just going to go ahead and assume there is no policy, which would probably be better for in your benefit, because I mean the policy is going to be very incriminating. But if you say there's a policy, then that's fine. But
Okay.
I have another question to ask you, because I spoke with Anna Martinez yesterday, and I read she finally put up the procedures for requesting public records.
Uh-huh.
And I noticed it says that you're not going to make copies. She said that I won't be allowed to make my own copies. And she said you said that.
Right.
Yes, how can I help you?
Yeah, I got your email that my records are ready for inspection.
Uh-huh.
So I was wondering when I could schedule a time to inspect those.
Okay, so if you want to take a look at them now,
Yeah.
you're not allowed to scan or make copies on your own. You're just allowed to view them.
I'm not allowed to make copies on my
You
own?
are not, no.
Oh.
The county reproduces the records. If you're coming to view, then you're just allowed to view.
So I'm not allowed to make copies. Okay.
You're not.
Okay.
On your own.
All right. Well, I mean, I know I am, but I can come back another time and deal with that.
All right, well,
So-
you can go to legal, and if they have I mean, that's where I got the opinion was from the legal department.
You haven't read the New Mexico IPRA?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, it says that I can make copies.
No,
It says,
because-
you for inspection and making copies.
yeah, but you have to pay for them.
No, for me to make copies.
Okay,
And then it
well,
says,
what are we doing today?
I'm going to place a public record request
All
with
right.
you.
So we provide the copies for you,
Okay.
or you can come and review them in the office.
But I can't make my own?
No,
Why not?
because that's just how it works.
Well, I mean,
We have a right to, because it takes us time to pull the records,
Right.
and according to the act, we have a right to charge for copies of the records.
Right, for if you make copies.
Right.
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 But if I want to make my own copies, there's no charges involved.
Yeah, honestly, I'd have to contact the Attorney General's office and see how that works.
Well, you could
because
look
then
at,
what would be the point of being able to charge a reasonable fee for the?
well, because not
records?
everybody has the access to making their own copies, so they asked you guys to make copies. And so with that probably becoming a problem, they said, well, maybe we should charge fees to, you know, I'm sure they used to be free at one point, and then it became an issue where they actually started charging fees. But nowadays, in 2022, my phone has a document scanner. I could scan my own documents. And, it, you know, if you have, can you look up the IPRA right now?
I can. Yes.
Okay.
I have a copy of it.
14-2-7, Section D. Because you're in direct violation of the law. And that sign is in direct violation of the law. So it means it's not necessarily against me personally. It's to all the citizens of Taos.
Okay.
So you have a sign up against yourself for Shannon?
What was the section?
Yeah,
you
that's
said
what I'm going to post.
I wasn't talking to you.
No, I know you weren't. Well, that's what I'm going to post. I'm going to post you too. I just actually put a record request in for all your salaries. Those are going to go with it.
That's the right way to do it. IPRAS. That's the legal way.
What's that?
IPRAS is the right way to ask for information.
IPRA, right. I'm trained in the IPRA. I know it top to bottom, inside and out. I actually, more than I know it, I understand it. And I'm sent here by the citizens to test you guys on the IPRA. I found several violations. So, I mean, yeah,
What
so
was the
do
section you were referring to?
14-2-7, Section D.
That 14-2-7.
Yes. Should be on the inspection of records.
7D.
Yeah.
Provide reasonable facilities to make or furnish copies of the public records during usual business hours.
Right. And then it has an explanation if you go down, you know how it breaks it down further if you go to
So-
Section D. Actually, yeah, go further. That's just a quick
So
that's
what
just a
is
summary
your-
of it.
What is the issue or the question that you have?
I need to make my own records.
You want to make copies of
I want to, yeah, when I inspect my records, I want to make copies of them.
Okay. So,
And you have it posted in the lobby that you will not allow people to make records.
okay, so I have your email address still,
Right.
NM Citizen, and I'm going to communicate.
And you can send it to New Mexico Citizen 2019 at gmail.com.
gmail.com.
Yes.
And I'm going to communicate with the Attorney General's office so that I can have proper clarification and.
It clarifies. That's what I was just telling you. If you look down, because it has a quick. That's
ways
just.
to interpret.
No. You could look if you would just listen to me, and you actually there's another section, that's Section D. It actually has a paragraph on that section, and it says that the right to inspect public records isn't only the right to inspect, but the right to make copies. Clear as day.
Okay.
She has it right in front of her. That's what I'm saying. She has the IPRA. She won't look at it because she knows exactly what it says. Look at it. It has a Section D. Please just. You have the IPRA right in front of you. I'm just asking you if you could just look at Section D.
Section D.
Yes.
What?
The 14-2-7 Section D. That way there you can understand it. You don't have to call Hector. You can look it up. Hector's a busy person.
Yeah, a lot of people are.
And I deal with record custodians all over Taos County.
14-2-7D.
Yes.
I just read it.
Then it has paragraphs. That's what I said. Flip the page to the next page. It breaks down each section. I'll read Section D.
Shannon, if you're super busy, you request for IPRA, you have a certain timeline to do it, so.
Right.
No, this isn't. I'm teaching her how to do the job right now. She's violating everybody's rights.
I'm not violating.
I do.
anybody's rights, and I would.
Read it. Can you read it?
I respectfully request that you leave my office.
Why is she interrupting over? She's sitting there.
She helps.
She
in
helps.
this Office. Yes. She,
I will leave if you read Section D. If you could just read the first sentence.
I already did.
And what does it say?
I just read it to you.
No, you read the summary. No, there's a Section D, a paragraph.
I respectfully request that you leave
And
my
you won't
office.
read it because you know I'm right. You're violating everybody's rights.
No, I'm not.
You're violating everybody's rights. And there is no policy that says that you guys don't have to wear a mask that I do. You guys are making a huge mistake here. I don't know. You guys, I'm surprised. When I came down here, I expected nothing but professionalism. Clearly, you guys didn't get the memo. Everybody's sovereign citizens here.
We have a gentleman here in the administration office that I believe to have removed from
So you're not willing to
You need to leave.
I need to leave. Okay. Well, and to be honest with you, it's just your opinion is what Anna Martinez says. She's the one that's on the hook for this. She's the one that has the obligation to post those things in the office. She's the one.
Clarify your issue and get back to you.
Yeah, you won't even read it. That's what I'm saying, because you know exactly what it says.
And get back with you.
Yeah, okay. I'll get back with you. Phones will be ringing off the hook. So, still got my pass. I'm going back to speak with Anna. Hello. I was hoping I could speak with Anna. Oh, there's Peggy. Okay, is her supervisor here? She's not here. Who is her supervisor?
Well, Valerie's a county clerk and Anna is the deputy.
So Valerie's her supervisor? And when will Valerie be available?
Huh?
When will Valerie be available?
Well, they're around here, but they stepped out of their office. I don't know if you want to sit and wait now.
Oh,
So,
I don't know.
okay. Well, maybe I just go to the front desk and they can call her or page her or something?
I don't know if they, you could go check, but I don't know if they do that.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I can't find the clerk. Do you know how I can get a hold of the clerk? Valerie, I guess her name is?
Clerk's office is right here to the right, sir.
Yeah, I just went in there and they said that she's here in the building, but she's not in her office, so I was able to come see.
You have to ask her staff.
Okay.
This is Valerie right here.
Where's Valerie?
Hi.
Hello. I needed to speak with you about an issue I'm having with public records.
So I don't handle the public records directly. That would be Anna or legal department.
Well, who would I file a complaint against Anna with?
You can
You're-
talk to legal because she's just the one that distributes it to them.
Legal?
Yes.
Well, I'm having a problem with legal too. I have to file a complaint against, I think her name is Shannon. So, I mean, I have to.
Mrs. Shannon.
Oh, I know. I just spoke with her. She just called the police, I believe, on me. So
I called security because you're yelling at me.
I wasn't yelling. I got it all recorded.
I know you do.
I was not yelling.
I put it on your New Mexico citizen YouTube video as well.
You did
You
what?
do not have the right to come in and yell and be.
I'm not
rude to
yelling.
people.
How am I yelling?
That's on the recording.
I was. All right. So what happened? So what happened with the woman that yelled and been rude to me?
I would address your issue, your
You wouldn't even look
question,
into
and get back
it.
to you.
You're very ignorant on the New Mexico IPRA, and you're
Well, since
violating
you
my
know,
rights.
then you-
I know that I have a
so
right
if
to
you
make
are
co-
violating your
copies.
rights, what's your next step?
Next step is to call Hector, I guess, but I don't want to have to call him and have him step in. It says clear as day in New Mexico IPRA that I have the right to make copies.
Okay, I told you that I was going to clarify that issue for you by calling the Attorney General.
I was here to make my copies yesterday. I'm here to make my copies today, and again, I'm being denied access to my records.
You're not being denied access.
I need to
your
copy
rights.
my records.
We have.
I don't have
there's
time
a
to read 'em here.
Since you know the IPRA Act, there is
Okay.
a time frame
She-
that we are
yep.
still in compliance with.
No,
for
the
your
record's
rights.
right. 15 days was yesterday. That's why I came down here.
Okay.
And that was a personnel file. She
And
took
she
15
was
days
allowing
to,
you to review the records.
and
She
to not
did
document
allow you
them.
to make copies on your phone.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So that's the issue
Sorry.
that I was going to clarify for you. Okay?
Every day I'm being denied my records. I don't have time to
You're
read.
not-
There's just like, it's like 100
Well,
and
if
something
you feel you're
pages.
being violated, your records are, your rights are being violated, please communicate with the Attorney General's office or the proper authorities.
Okay,
Okay?
will do.
Thank you. This gentleman was yelling at me in my office and I asked him politely to leave. So, I don't
Oh,
know.
sorry.
Do I what?
Are you going to stay here? Are you going to keep yelling?
Am I in your office? I was never yelling.
Can this gentleman be of help?
No, he can't be of help.
Okay.
There's nothing cops can make any situation better.
So, you don't have the right to come in here and yell and be rude.
I wasn't yelling and I wasn't being rude.
All right.
I asked you to look something up. I asked you to look something up.
I will communicate with you on your issues and your questions and your records request.
Okay,
Thank you.
awesome. And what was your name and badge number?
Deputy Sandoval.
Oh, you were the same deputy the other day.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate your professionalism the other day.
Yes, sir. Let's just keep it calm and collective, okay?
I wasn't, listen, I have the right to redress my government. I wasn't yelling, I wasn't swearing. This lady is completely ignorant. She's sitting there, she's violating my rights, she's violating the New Mexico Inspection of Public Records Act. She's saying that there's a policy saying that all the employees in this building don't have to wear masks, but she can't produce that policy for me. Only the public has to wear a mask. I can take you to all these offices. None of the employees are wearing masks. You know how ridiculous that is? They threatened, you came in the other day. When I put my mask on and I came in, I have the video. No mask in there, no mask. The woman who called the police on me, no mask. I went upstairs. The woman that was down here, that's up in the administrator building, no mask. They're up there right now with no masks on.
Okay.
So it's kind of crazy. I spoke with Steve, and he tells me there's no way they can enforce the mask law. You know, like there's exemptions.
Okay, so
Deputy Sandoval, he's a good guy.
I understand your concerns. Just like she said, if you have, to go above to a higher authority,
Right.
you have the right to do that.
I do, but in the meantime, I'm being denied access to my public records, and they're violating the law doing that. Anyway, that's not any of your issue. Your issue is that she called the police here because she's claiming I was yelling at her in her office. I wasn't yelling at her in her office. There was nothing like that. She just didn't like what I had to say. So that turned into her saying, "Get out of my office."
Well, you have a good day, okay? Excuse me.
Hey, good.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Can I get your name and badge number?
It's Deputy Flores.
Flores.
Where are you?
What's that?
Where are you?
Oh, I'm a New Mexico citizen.
Oh, okay. How you
Yeah.
doing?
I'm doing good.
So we just had a situation, one of the ladies was saying that he was yelling and stuff, but he says he wasn't, he was just expressing his concern that he was being denied a public record. And,
Right. Yeah, and that was it. And I went up there to clarify, and she called you guys because she didn't want to hear the conversation anymore. But you'll see the video; it'll go up, and you'll see exactly how the conversation went down between her and I. Really I'm just having an issue. I go around and I document what public officials do on the public dime, and I have no problem with professional people. With me and Mr. Miera, with Under Sheriff Miera, I've had nothing but good conversations with him, and really no issues with anybody. Obviously you guys threatened to arrest me the other day if I didn't put a mask on. So in order for me to get my business done, I'll put it on.
Yeah.
But
We appreciate that. We appreciate you.
yeah, but when the time comes, I could probably come down here and I won't wear the mask because just like your boss, Under Sheriff Miera, said, there's exemptions. All I got to do is say I got a medical exemption. That's why they never produced the order, because the first thing on the order is if you have a medical exemption, you don't have to wear a mask.
Okay.
So, but anyway, I appreciate you guys being professional. I'm going to give her visitor's pass back here. Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it, and you guys have a good day.